large ones. I'm ready. We got it! Somehow, after 10 hours of ripping parts off, we did end up pulling it out in one piece without, I think, breaking anything. So now all we have to do is rip this off of this, and we're good. And take this off, but we're gonna start with getting this axle in the back off. This is what was holding us up and giving us so much trouble that we ended up taking out with the transmission, because this wasn't popping out. But once we get this off with this bracket, they'll just pop out very easily. And then we send it off to the machine shop. A year ago, or 2 years ago. Whole PCV system is brand new. Simple. That thing will knock your teeth out. Okay, so PCV. Take the bolts. Put them in here. That way we don't know where everything goes.
We don't know or we do know?
That way we will know. It's hot.
I'm wearing sweatpants.
I'm doing this after a day of hiking. I had my workout session and I was climbing yesterday. I have no strength left.
It's a good thing a lot of this is pretty easy.
Yeah.
I have to take the oil pump out as well.
Yeah.
And the whole front cover. Yep, that's definitely a hammer.
This is stripped out. That's why. Do I have a hammer in there? I'll order you one when you get to it.
Okay. I meant I actually think I have a spare new one at home.
Oh.
Because I had to replace mine as well. I'm not sure where it's at.
Yeah, this
though.
one definitely is. The head's gone on this.
Yeah.
This is a greasy engine after everything.
Yeah, she's a little leaky.
We've had a couple leaks on this. It was dry when it blew up.
You should be able to pull the alternator off now.
Yep. All right. Alternator looks good, honestly.
Bearing feels okay?
Yeah. No play, nothing.
Cool. Mike,
It's dirty.
yeah, I could use with a little brake clean maybe.
That was when putting it on.
Yeah.
Okay.
13s.
Whoa.
Well, I can confirm the blocks are definitely the same between a 9.5 Auto and a 9.3 Vigan.
We can check yours with a hole in it.
Oh, I can tell already. Like it's hands down the same.
Okay.
It's just the top end that's different.
That one.
Just careful because it's sitting on that bracket.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's pinned as well, so it shouldn't just fall, but the block will come down.
Is that pinned? There we go.
See how easy it comes out?
Wow. Boom. Nice and plain, that. Very little. Okay.
And you're going to want to put another one underneath this side so we can separate the trans.
I think I have two of those.
Makes it quick work.
Oh, is this the miscellaneous bolt we found yesterday? It looks
Possibly.
similar.
It's the same bolt, yeah. Watch your eyes. Engage your safety squints.
Ugh.
Almost.
Seriously, I have safety goggles somewhere. I should use them. I'm going to use them because that's karma.
Definitely safety.
Safety first.
Definitely safety rated.
You see where we are? This isn't safe. I will.
This is an OSHA approved workshop. You need an Allen key on the side. Right here. Try that one.
Ooh, no.
Too big?
Way smaller. Bigger. Smaller. That's too big.
This one might
That's
be bigger.
Too big. That's bigger. I don't think I have that size.
These
These have it in there.
Tool for it?
Yeah.
No, they don't. It's just tips. What? I didn't know that.
Oh, it comes with.
Yep. Oh God.
What?
Why just undo the ratchet?
Yeah, but I can't undo it fast or slow enough, I think, so I'm putting it there in case it flies and doesn't.
Oh God.
We don't lose it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, see, it's not that bad.
There we go. I'm just okay. So the numbers are on the front, on video, so we remember.
Oh, I wasn't rolling. I'm kidding.
Numbers on front.
I would put the whole assembly into the bag as one, just so we're not flip flopping them. Leave the woodruff key in. You're not gonna get it out. There you go. Yep.
Okay.
There's your oil pump.
Nice.
Numbers on the front.
Numbers on the front.
You sure there's not numbers on the other side?
Yes.
Okay.
It was on video.
There you go.
Okay.
Now we can start pulling off the AC compressor, and then the front timing cover can come off.
Nice.
What do we find?
So when I first started taking this engine apart, I have these sockets for my screwdriver, and I dropped one, and I never could find it. And right there, hidden in this AC compressor, is this stupid socket. There we go. It's to adapt the screwdriver for sockets.
For Allen's. For Allen bolts.
Yeah. So
There you go.
I found it.
We got the AC compressor off, oil filter housing off. Took all of 2 minutes. So now we're going to use my snap-on gun with a Torx socket. Zip off all these Torx bolts.
That'll be nice and satisfying.
Beautiful. Break the RTV loose. This should have RTV. There you go. It is aluminum, so don't crack it.
Yeah, that's why I picked a tough spot.
Easy. Oh, sludge is not bad.
Yeah, it's been drained so many times now.
And there we go. So we've got
Balance chain, balance guides, timing chain, timing guides, and this is what broke. But what's very common is on this engine, right here around this bolt, this guide breaks and it'll move up and down. So oh, right there. This is why you open it up. Because we would have just done this without changing this. Look at that.
Yep.
So
always do a
right
timing
there.
refresh anytime you're this deep into the motor.
And this is 200,000 miles. We have no history of when this was ever done. So this could be the first time this has been done.
Well, there we are. So now just a timing teardown, which is just a couple bolts, and pull all the chains off, pull out the balance shafts, and then pull the trans off, pull the crank out, and it's ready for the machine shop, and that oil pressure sensor as well. See it cracking? Yeah.
Don't mix these up.
Not fun. Okay. Small on the left, big on the right.
Yeah.
And timing marks are on the front of them.
Oh, this also doesn't.
It's because the shaft it should be keyed. Other side?
Oh. Okay, the bigger one goes on this side.
Yep.
Yeah, like that. But if you push too hard, oh, it's gone.
Yeah, no, it's not too bad to do. I can help you put them on.
It's fun.
But it's a fun little process.
Okay.
And just pull the caps off when we're done here. I also don't think we have the right socket for the crank caps, so that is probably not coming out today.
Crank cap?
They're inverted Torx.
E-Torx? Oh yeah, I gotta order this. Okay, those are a third size.
So I'm saying you should bag and tag these as they're coming out.
There's 2 different sizes, it's fine.
3.
3 different sizes, yeah. Well, 2 that are like close to each other.
Close enough.
Yeah, it really. Alright, pull these out. Somewhere, actually. It's a little worn, but nothing that I can feel.
Nothing that I think would be detrimental to oil pressure.
Yeah.
In case you didn't know this, Saabs do have balance shafts, and there is a bearing halfway around where that rib is on the outside of the block there. So there's a bearing, basically a full ring halfway down that hole, and it runs. Yep, and it runs on that wear surface on a balance shaft. It's a pretty uncommon point to fail, but I believe the ones on my Vigan are going bad. If the bearings are overworn, you'll see a lot of scoring marks on these, and that's where you will start to lose oil pressure, and it'll just start to fill the galleys in there and just kind of escape from the balance shaft. So if you're doing a motor teardown, always look at these.
So they do actually sell a kit that deletes these.
Yes, they do.
It'll block up this oil hole, it'll block up these oil holes over here from those, and then the bearing oil holes also. And it'll just completely delete the balance shafts and the chain system and everything.
Yes. Have we explained what we're doing to the actual cylinder walls?
Cylinder walls, we are honing these, or not, we are machining these cylinder walls to a 1/2 mil oversize.
Yep.
So the stock size is a 90 mil diameter, and we're machining to 90.5 millimeters, and we have brand new forged pistons to go in this. Because forged pistons, for whatever reason, is cheaper than the stock pistons for this, so we just went forged.
Yeah, so we did have piston failure on cylinder number 3 here, and you can see the motor was shut off very, very quickly, so it didn't do a lot of damage, but we are just on the cusp with these 2 marks here after honing that it would probably run if we just sent it with a new set of pistons on here, but if we want this motor to really last a long time, which we do plan on because it's going to Morris's roommate, we figured we might as well just go half size overbore if we're going new pistons anyway, just to be safe. So that's why we're doing a whole teardown to begin with, so we can take it to the machine shop. Here's the piston that failed.
Famous piston.
Always cylinder number 3 on these cars.
Yep. So this whole sidewall, completely gone. Piece of this is gone.
Yeah, that's supposed to be smooth.
This stuff is mangled to the point where I cannot even pull them out anymore.
Yeah, you can see the actual ring guide here was completely crushed in when the metal snapped off. So the rings are completely stuck in there.
The rods, however, are stock cast rods, and they're solid. Nothing happened to those.
Yeah, a couple scratches just from the shrapnel, but but really nothing that's going to be detrimental to the rod at all.
It was like this, I think.
I wouldn't put it back in there. So all the piston heads are going to go forged from Wasner. Did you get?
Wasner piston heads.
Probably going to do JEs on the Vigan, just so we can kind of compare side by side. Well, not side by side, but car to car.
Look nice. I got them in the mail. It was like Christmas. It's like, oh.
Yeah, the Wasners and the JEs both come coated, so you don't have to do any kind of coating on them.
Yeah.
So, alrighty, let's start pulling the trans off then, and get this thing ready for the machine shop, get it overboard, and then we can do reassembly, put it back in the car, and she's on the road.
Yep. Loads off. Oof.
Lefty loosey, Moritz.
Oh, right. I was on this one still.
You're tightening it.
What did we get ourselves into?
Who's this we you're speaking of?
How did I get into this position where I'm rebuilding this damn thing?
Well, your name's on the title.
For now. We did break something taking it out.
Where's that from? Oh, that's where the shifter cable goes. So we will need some JB weld.
Or get a new mount.
Oh, it's just part of the mount?
Yeah.
How hard is that to find?
I don't know. We'll see, but we need to get that.
Saab 5063284. Wow. Yeah, you said if it's over 70, we JB weld it.
Yeah?
It is $73.01.
Alright, we'll get a new one. It's cheap enough.
It's over 70, bro. We gotta JB weld it now.
It's close enough.
You said over 70. And that's before shipping and tax.
Okay, we'll leave it up to Sterling. Come on!
She's free! There's our flex plate.
Yeah?
It's not called a flywheel. It's called a flex plate because it's an automatic.
Flex plate, yeah.
There's our flex plate.
This flex plate looks bent.
Spin the crank. It is. It is severely bent. Let me see if I can get that on camera. Good. Big gap, small gap. Big gap. That for sure is not going back in. How did we bend it? Just probably trying to separate it in the car?
Maybe. Because we were pulling it and
yeah,
bending
it looks like it's pulled. See, like these arms seem like they're pulled out. So probably when we were trying to pull it out in the car with the trans.
It was probably hitting something here.
Yeah, probably something around the housing or pulling on the torque converter. Something strange for sure. So we have to find a flex plate. Could probably find one used on eBay.
And yours is a manual.
Yeah. Both mine are manual.
Alright, flex plate mount.
The flex plate is definitely the harder one.
I think it'll be easier to find. I think it won't be hard to find.
It's
the price.
Yeah, it's pricier for sure.
That'll be like a $300 part.
Well, there we go. I mean, you can unbolt the flex plate while we're here, pull the rear main out, and then we can pull this rear cover off.
That was the timing stuff.
All right. So the entire rear cover is off. It's right over there. Pull all the front and rear seals out. So I'm just gonna get a couple e-torques for the crank caps here. Pull the crank out, and then send off to a machine shop and pull the oil squirters out as well.
Yeah.
For the piston cooling nozzles. Trans is off, fully off. We did also pull off the flex plate. It doesn't look too bad on the ground, but it's definitely out of balance, definitely out of round. So it's yeah. And there's no saving it. I mean, we can try to beat it flat as much as we want, but all these little tabs are never going to be in the same plane.
It's $180. Do you really want to risk your engine for $180?
Yeah, exactly.
This is such a vital component.
Because if we put this in, no matter how much we beat on it, it's never going to be balanced again. And as soon as that engine starts to spin at speed, it's just going to shake everything apart and be unbalanced, and it's going to be no good.
Look at this. Some of the chunks hit the wall.
Some shrapnel.
Some shrapnel. There's still metal shavings that I'm pulling off.
Yeah. So it's pretty standard procedure once the motor's all back together. It's going to be ran for 30 minutes at idle, no revs, no load. Then immediate oil change. Just to get any kind of debris from machining or reassembly out of the motor. Then you put fresh oil in, run the motor for about an hour and a half, put about 100 miles on it, do another oil change, and then that's also with no boost or anything. And then third run of oil should be okay by then, but we can check the oil and see if we need to do one more change just in case.
Do like a couple thousand miles.
Yeah, but after 1,000 it should just get one more and then it should be good. Tiny little block, but it weighs so much. It's all cast iron, it's all solid.
It's solid for sure.
And these blocks from factory are good for over 600 horsepower. Plenty of people have done crazy big builds on these blocks for 700 horsepower to the wheel. Now we just gotta clean up for the day. Get our e-torques another day just to pull the crank out and send it off to the shop and get it all machined. And then reassembly begins. It's not too bad, but clean up the strut towers and everything. All the frame rails, get all the grease off.
We've had a couple oil leaks since this engine went back in, and since the last time we cleaned it. So there's definitely a good amount of grease in there that we need to get out.
For sure.
It needs some cleaning.
Ugh. How much to get a good look at that?
Lick of that?
Yeah.
Couldn't pay me enough.
No?
I thought that's coolant and oil and power steering, probably fuel, who knows what else.
Did you inspect that trans bracket? See if we like snapped it or anything or took a chunk out?
It was super loose on there.
Cool.
It's just we bent it quite a bit. It was in our way.
Yeah.
We forgot to take it out.
We were fighting it and didn't even realize, so. That'll be it for today. And then, yeah, finish up the teardown and get it all going. And hopefully put it all back together without any missing bolts.
Where's this from?
Isaac was actually looking for that. He was very distraught when he couldn't find it. I will be taking that with me.
Where did this come from?
It came from his parents' house because they were moving out and they left it, so Isaac grabbed it.
Okay. I'll put that back there.
Yeah, I'll take it with me.